it's like 12:30 in the morning. A car just pulled up into the parking lot. It honked its horn and then did a lap around me. Heard a door open and close. And I saw a guy walk right in front of my car, like brushing the front corner of it. I heard some talking and stuff, and I'm looking out the window right now at two people in all black in hoods. They're hiding under a security camera, like probably out of sight. And they've got a bag on the ground, like a big duffel or backpack or something. And I don't know if they're like doing a drug deal or if they've got tools in there and they're fixing to break into my garage. But I don't really like this. Suddenly they have vanished. It looked like they went around that back corner of the building, but I don't really know. 10 minutes later, and they're back. I'm just trying to sleep, man. Just walking over here right now. Bro, what the f? There's one going over there. And the other one is still over here. I don't like this at all. This doesn't seem good at all. Especially because they were dropped off here and the car left. I think I've spent too many nights here and they want to know what's in the back of this thing, or they want to, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, made it through the night. This trash can is now sitting in kind of the middle of the pavement here for some reason. So that happened sometime between passing out and waking up. I fell asleep sitting here on guard, kind of listening. There was revving of engines, yelling and screaming. And I saw those two people doing sketchy stuff for like half an hour, and there was more screaming after that. So I decided to put my windshield cover up, and I decided to put my keys in the ignition to get power to our digital rear view mirror. So I was able to swipe and have a view front and behind of the truck, and fell asleep watching that, keeping guard. And fortunately, I killed the truck battery completely. So hopefully we're able to jump it with our jump pack. Just gonna clamp this sucker on. And it's boosting to 12.1. Gosh. We're gonna try again. All right, we're boosting. Please, 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 please. Everything else is off. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Happy Monday, people. It is a Monday today, at least. I don't know what day of the week it is now, but to give you a little recap of the weekend, this past Saturday I made the short trek to Copper Mountain, and I skied with my little brother Teddy for the first time in a long time. He and his friends are crazy good skiers. I could barely keep up with them. After shredding it up with those guys, I was in the parking lot putting away my ski gear, and some dudes came over to check out the rig, and they thought it was pretty cool. I checked out their all-wheel drive van, which was also pretty cool, and they ended up inviting me to Quincy's Steakhouse for dinner in Leadville, Colorado, very old mining town. We all had a nice juicy steak and headed back to their Airbnb in Leadville. Scott showed us what was up in pool, and I taught them one of my favorite card games called Pyramid. Shout out Woodland 6. These guys were kind enough to allow me to stay the night on the couch, and when I woke up, I was greeted with one of the most amazing views I've seen my entire trip. Way out there was Mount Elbert, the tallest mountain in Colorado, and then neighboring it was Mount Massive, which I think is the second tallest. Anyhow, we had a real healthy Taco Bell breakfast, and I parted ways with the gang. They went and did some snowboarding. I did some work yesterday. I stumbled upon this sweet co-working space in Leadville, just a few minutes from the Airbnb, and cranked some editing while taking in some of the sickest views I've ever had from a desk. And I was even able to chef up in a real kitchen for the first time, because the co-working space had a really well-equipped kitchen. So I had a burger, a spinach pie, chili that had all traveled 2,600 miles with me across the country. Thank you, Mom, for sending that with me. We're about to fill up, and we're gonna go drive the sketchiest road I've driven the entire trip. So let's get into it. We are just going right across the highway from Gypsum, just across I-70 to Trail Gulch Road. As you can see, it's just off the highway here. And caution, heavy truck traffic. There's a big privately owned mining operation up here for the American Gypsum plant, which produces a ton of drywall, sheetrock. So it's gonna be mostly paved up until we get up to the entrance of their plant. And then from there, it's gonna get real interesting. Look at that beautiful red clay up there. Oh man, absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, they've made this big barrier on the right here because just over it is a sheer drop off into a huge gulch, which I'm pretty sure is like a little mini canyon. And yeah, right up here is the Gypsum mining site. Private access on the right here, so we won't be continuing right. We'll be going left on this snowy, skinny road. Road impassable when wet. Well, hopefully it stays frozen today and tomorrow. It does look like there's been quite a bit of traffic out here based on the tracks, so it's a good sign. This is Gypsum Hills Recreation Area. Dude, look how narrow this is. Oh my, sheer drop off on the right. All right, we've got a little pullover, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to pull over, and we'll hop out with our little tire deflators here. I wanna air down our tires because they're pumped up pretty high, you know, close to 40 PSI for the best fuel efficiency on the highway, but that's not good on slippery stuff like this, and it also makes for a bumpy ride. So we're gonna deflate it, which will help with traction and improve our ride. Look at that. Someone just went and got their Christmas tree out there. All right, we've got all 4 tires deflating. Just want to point out, it's always comforting to see that street signs are shot up with a pretty high caliber bullet. And lots of animal tracks here. This could be a dog, but that's a big dog. I should probably research what the wildlife situation is around here. I'm also, for the first time, strap up with our bear spray. Has a little holster. I'm just gonna put it on my waist. I don't know if this works on mountain lions, but hopefully we don't have to find out, right? All right, we're all aired down, about 15 PSI up front, about 20 PSI in the rear, and it's time to keep on trucking up the trail. We got a long ways to go. I was gonna buckle up, but I probably don't want to be buckled in case we go over the cliff. Probably want to be able to jump out. Pretty gnarly. After like an hour of troubleshooting, we got the drone in the sky. We should probably put this thing, might as well put it in 4 low. So if the brakes give out, we'll have the low gearing to fall back on. All right, terrain's getting a little bit more friendly, less life-threatening. If we go off the edge, We could get stuck, but it's a little less sketch. This is the coolest thing I've ever done. I'm probably gonna say that like every new place we go, but man, this is so cool. Starting to climb some elevation here. Just going across our first switchback right now. Oh my goodness, look at this view. Dude, I'm geeking out right now. This is so cool. I'm losing it. This is so freaking cool, man. Back on the dirt here. I don't even feel like I'm on planet Earth right now. This is insane. Also, really hope there's no cars coming flying down this way because it's pretty tight. Oh yeah. These are the washboards everyone was talking about. Oh, just kind of had a heart drop moment. Jeep went flying by the other way and he wasn't going crazy fast, but again, the road's really tight, so I was like, oh, but we're okay. Oh my gosh, we just keep climbing and climbing. We are so high up above the city right now. It's incredible. Whoa. Wide open, and then look at that. Oh my gosh, sorry, really bumpy. Look at that, guys. Let's hop out and look at this. Oh my gosh, guys. Wow. Just wow. I think we might be able to make it up to that ridge over there. Crazy views, but what I'm trying to get to is somewhere in this direction, and we should be getting there very shortly. I mean, come on. We should be coming up on our first objective here, off to the left. Oh my gosh, yes, it exists. There's a full-on motocross track out here in the middle of the mountains. Oh my gosh, look at this. Holy smokes. This is a big track. I've never been to a motocross track in my entire life, and this is absolutely insane. Well, what do you say we get in there, huh? This says that we're leaving public land for the next 0.8 miles. So this might be private, but I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go try to find some more info up at those buildings over there. Well, unfortunately, that answers that question. Closed for the season. I'll have to be back in the spring and hopefully shred up Dry Lake here. This place looks absolutely bonkers. But yeah, we're gonna keep pushing on, try to find a good place to camp. Maybe we'll camp way up on that ridge with a crazy view, and trying to get outside and do some riding today before the sun goes down. So let's do it. All right, we've got our objective in sight. Looks like GPS is taking us the right way. I want to get all the way up there to the top of that ridge. Let's see if we can make it. Wow, this is a little bit slanted. We'll just carefully make our way down this. This is a lot steeper than it probably looks on camera. Oh yeah. Yep, just slid right down that. Nice little uphill climb here. No match for the Nitto tires though. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Nitto, but if you're watching this, Let's work together. About half a mile out. It's getting a little treacherous. We got a side slope, snow, and an uphill. Oh yeah. Chugging right through. This is absolutely incredible. Oh, we're not on that ridge. We're on a different ridge. Dang it. Let's hop out and take a little hike and check out where we're at. Wow. Holy smokes. See what we got. Wow. All right. Dude. Oh my gosh. Absolutely spectacular every which way you look. I'm really curious about all this charred wood out here. It's everywhere. I'm not sure if there's a wildfire or something. I don't know, there must have been. This stump is charred even, so. Huh. Dude, we are so out here right now. It's crazy. I just looked it up. Jeez, I'm out of breath. I just looked it up on the Onyx map. We can get there, theoretically, but it's about 8 miles of trail. Which will probably take us, I don't know, at least an hour. I don't know. This isn't a bad spot. This is beautiful. But I think that right there would be insanely cool to get out to. So we still got daylight. We're gonna do some riding tomorrow probably. So why don't we try to make it out there, huh? All right, one more sidetrack. This stuff, I don't know what it is. If you know, please let me know down in the comments. This stuff, oh, it smells so good. It's such a, like, potent, but beautiful smell. All right, onward we go. Just taking a brief second here while we're at high elevation, and we seem to have some cell service actually to download an Onyx map of this area. So if we go fully offline, we can still navigate. All right, we got our Onyx route set. Got the drone batteries charging up back there, so hopefully if we get there with some light, we can get some shots. And I'm gonna keep on trucking. I'll let you know if anything crazy happens. Woo! Oh yeah. All right, I was able to keep a pretty good clip going through these trails. We are climbing up a really steep hill right now, and I think we're about to come up on the ridge, still with some daylight. Oh, damn, that's the trail we're going down? Well, that's not the highest part of the ridge, so let's... Ooh, not a good spot to stop. Come on, come on, come on. Can't stop on a snowy hill, come on. Dude, we're going up so high right now. We are pointed right up at the sky, and look at these views. Whoa. Dude. Camera probably not doing justice, but we are right on a ridge. Right on the edge. So high up right now. It is bonkers. I don't have words. I do not have any words that could possibly describe this right now. I'm the same altitude as that plane right there. Dude. Good job, scrapyard truck. I'm on top of the world. We are on top of the world right now, folks. Absolutely amazing. I'm gonna keep driving just a little bit further, see if it gets any higher up, but this would be a sick spot right here. Oh, there is a higher point over there from the looks of it. I don't know, it might be about the same elevation. I don't know, maybe that's a cell tower or something. I don't know. Should we keep poking around or just call this good? I'm going to check out this weather station cell tower thing just because I can't get enough of this, so. All right, here's the weather station thing. It's probably a cell tower. Oh, it's definitely a cell tower. I have full service right here. Actually, why don't we loop around it the other way? Well, I guess we don't have to worry about setting up our Starlink internet tonight. Looks like we should have ample cell service. Dude, holy smokes. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make this. Maybe. It's a tight squeeze. I think traction issue right now. Let's try one more time. Get a little momentum. Try not to go over the edge. Okay, beautiful. That wouldn't have been good. Okay. We are really up here. I think this would be an amazing spot to camp, so let's pull through these trees, or maybe we'll go around them. Don't need to break down trees and stuff. Maybe we go in here. Okay, well, this is now getting kind of sketch because that's tilted right towards the cliff. Hang right. Hang right. Holy. Okay, through there. Probably could have made it over here just by going around these trees, but we're now away from the edge, kind of, and it does appear to get higher, so if we can make it to the highest point, that would be sweet. Oh, well, that's probably plenty of firewood right there. And this is the end of the ridge right here, and there's already a fire pit made. Well, that was easily one of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen in my entire life. It's obviously getting dark now, and as much as I'd like to make a fire, I don't really need one. It's only so fun sitting by a campfire by yourself for so long. Kind of more fun with friends. And I'm kind of looking to go to bed earlier tonight. So in keeping with that, we're gonna get a quick meal going. I did not really provision anything or thaw anything out of the freezer for dinner tonight, but I remembered we have a whole bunch of, I guess, MREs. Yeah, meals ready to eat. Got a handful of different meals to choose from. I'm kind of watching my back right now because though I haven't seen any signs of them, we are in mountain lion country. Really would prefer not to run into one, but there have been a lot of reportings in the gypsum area. I don't know much about them. I would think they would be in lower ground where their prey is more likely to live, but they very well could be up here. And I'm gonna be watching my back and try to get through dinner quickly here so we can go inside. Alrighty. Ooh. Oh, I was supposed to let this stand for 5 minutes, stir it, and then reseal it and let it stand some more. So we'll do that while I let this stand for another 4 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna yank the bags out of the back, put them where I am, and I'm gonna try to get a little cozy here. All right, about 20 minutes later, got our mountain of stuff organized over here in the driver's seat somewhat. Went with the biscuits and gravy, buttermilk biscuits with gravy and pork sausage. 2 servings. This is a good serving for one person if you ask me, but 560 calories, 20 grams of fat, 74 carbs, carb loading for tomorrow, 22 grams of protein. Pretty cool being able to throw dinner around like this, huh? And it's still warm. Anyways, before we dig into this, I have no idea if our diesel heater is gonna work because I've never successfully used it above 6,000 feet. And when I just checked our Garmin inReach here, it said just shy of 8,200 feet. We are up here. If you saw my first urban camping video in Breckenridge, you'll know that my heater failed me, which was a little uncomfortable, but not terrible. So anyhow, let's kick this thing on. It'll take a few minutes to really tell if it's working, so might as well dig in here. What happened last time was it fired up and ran for about, I don't know, 3 minutes or something, and then it just shut off, flamed out. Did that 5 more times until I gave up. But I've made some alterations to the fueling setup, and we also have it in high altitude mode, so fingers crossed we have heat tonight. We'll find out. In the meantime, take our first real bite of this biscuits and gravy with pork. I'll show you guys what we're working with here. Kind of just a bag of mush. Here's the first bite. Cheers. That's actually really, really good. I added a healthy amount of some ground black pepper to this, and that with the saltiness, it's just what I was looking for. Hear that? I should be listening to this carefully. In my experience, it doesn't know when it flames out, and it'll just keep pumping fuel even though it's not burning, which is not good. Don't really want to do this, but oh no. Gosh, I knew I should have saved this until after dinner. I'm gonna be all worked up. It just flamed out on me, so we might not have heat tonight. The biscuit and gravy meal was great. As you can probably see or hear, I'm trying the heater again. While that's gone, I'm gonna stress eat a mini brownie or two. If we don't have heat, at least we'll have mini brownies. That deep white noise sound is what we want. That means it's burning. If that sound disappears, it means the flame went out. So far, so good. Making heat. It hasn't flamed out, knock on wood. I'm not gonna jinx it, but I am gonna have another one of these brownies because they're pretty freaking good. Good morning, people. I accidentally fell asleep after eating dinner. Just went right into a nice little food coma. Passed out in my clothes. Woke up at like 2 or 3 in the morning and was like, what the heck? Turned off the lights, got undressed and got in bed. And wow, what a great sleep up here, honestly. What a view to wake up to. Alrighty, we're all fueled up. Had a nice big breakfast. Had those scrambled eggs, some ham, a bagel, yogurt, and some oatmeal. I've just been having like 2 big meals a day just because it's so much work to set up the kitchen and stuff. But we're all fueled up. And although this is an absolutely beautiful spot here, and it would be really cool to unload the dirt bike on top of a mountain ridge like this at such a high point in elevation, it's not really the best place to be riding. I'm sure it'd be fun in the snow, and I'm sure we'll get into a little bit of snow today, but it's really just this is kind of just a wide open plain with snowy roads, and I think we'll have a little bit more fun if we venture on back to where we came from, get a little bit lower in elevation, find some dirt and clay and maybe some trails. So that's the plan. Let's get on with it, shall we? Such a cool little place. Oh, a little slippage there. It's all right. And here's the sketchy part that we had to come through yesterday that's right next to the edge. Right there. And I'm just gonna cut through here so we don't go back over to the cell tower. I'll say the snow definitely makes it a little slippery, but it also makes it a little bit softer, which is definitely appreciated. Whoa.
It's a little slippery. Oh, those might be mountain lion tracks right there. Those are some big paw prints. We are most certainly in mountain lion territory by the look of those tracks right there. That's way too big to be anything else. That's exciting. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow, this is a big hill. Might want to turn around here. We got to be mindful of daylight and the fact that we're in mountain lion territory. Their feeding season is the winter, and they feed from dawn to dusk, so don't want to be out here too late. Alright, we started off right around here. We're all the way out here. Looks like this does connect. If we take our next left, it should spit us out onto this trail. We'll take a right, another right, and we should get back to the truck. Whoa! That's probably our left. But there's no motor vehicles allowed on it, so we got to go back the way we came. Really don't want to attempt this crazy hill climb in the snow, so hopefully left takes us where we need to go as well. More mountain lion tracks. Alright, we're back out on the main road here. Oh man, Well, I think I got my fill. The snow riding is definitely a little sketchy all over the place, and there's definitely a lot to explore here, but between the terrain, the time, and the season, and the evident big kitties here, I think that's gonna wrap up our riding for today. Oh, I thought our bike was a little bit loud. Looks like the screw that holds this silencer and spark arrestor in must have fallen out, and this thing just popped out right here before we left. We're gonna need to get a new screw because I don't want to start a forest fire, and this thing is crazy loud with this removed, so sorry about that, guys.
Okay, folks, well, that was a good day. Really shouldn't jinx myself like that though, because we still have 4.96 miles to get out of here. So yeah, let's get to it. Well, folks, I'm sure this is quite a long video at this point, and if you're still watching at this point, well, I owe you a round of applause, because I'm not sure how cohesive this video will be in the end. A lot has happened in the last 48 hours. Hopefully it all comes together as one good story and one good adventure. The sun just set over the mountains, and the drone is down because I actually crashed it into a tree today. Anyhow, I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and until next time, keep making the most of it.